Hey everyone, welcome to Wintermester 2024. This is Genetics 2416. Let's go ahead and get started with this orientation video.
Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. Explain stuff.
All right, let's do it. This is an orientation for you, so hopefully I can answer all the questions you have about how to get started and to do well with this short Wintermester course. Take a look with me at the course schedule. Again, this is Biology 2416, 82600. That's our section number. And this is a Wintermester course, right? So that means that it's very short. It starts on December 8th, Friday, December 8th, and it ends January 5th. That's it. So 4 weeks. It's a very quick little course. It's totally online. The lecture is online. The lab is online. So it's all online, and it's actually an asynchronous course. That means that you don't need to tune in. We don't have to meet and have a live session. You can work at your own pace. I believe I've uploaded everything. I've uploaded the midterm exam, the final exam, the discussion boards, the homework, the lab work. Everything is up for you to work on. You can work on it as fast or as slow as you want, so as long as what? So long as you turn everything in by the end, before midnight. There's only one due date, and that due date is before midnight on January 5th, okay? You can work at your own pace. I've had students in the past who have finished everything in the first 1 or 2 weeks. They just want to get it over with and then enjoy their holiday. But then I've also had students procrastinate, but that's more dangerous, right? Because you don't want to miss that deadline. Because just fair warning, that January 5th deadline is a firm deadline. There are no exceptions and no good reasons to miss this deadline. So there's no exceptions. If you, under any circumstances, you cannot turn in any assignments after midnight on January 5th. So make sure everything is turned in by January 5th. And we're going to touch on all of those requirements in just a minute. But just to give you an overview, again, quick Wintermester, work at your own pace. Get everything done before midnight, January 5th, and we're good. Okay, so at this point, let's look at how to get to our eCampus shell. How do we get to our course? All right, from the Dallas College website, go ahead and click at the top right here, Online Tools. Then click on eCampus, access my courses now. You're going to have to put in your login credentials. I've already put mine in. Make sure that you're on the Spring 2024 tab here, because if you're still under the Fall 2023 tab, you're not going to see our course. Our course falls under Spring 2024. And here's our section here. Spring 2024, Genetics, Biology 2416, 82600. This is it, so go ahead and click on that, and that takes us to our course homepage. Here's where it all lives, and everything you need for the most part can be found in the Content tab, and I will make announcements as well, so keep an eye out for announcements I make throughout the short Wintermester. We have your grades. Anytime you want to check your grades, you can check that here. Okay, and obviously there's no attendance, though I do need you to log in before December 11th. Okay, I do need you to log in and do the first discussion board activity before December 11th. And this is because I need to certify my role. I need to certify the class that everyone's at least participating before that date. So please make sure to participate in at least discussion board 1 before December 11th, okay? Now, let's go ahead and take a look here under the Content tab. Click on the Content tab, and you'll see right here the syllabus and orientation video. Click on that. Let's start here. This video I'm putting together right now will live under this tab, but let's open the syllabus and go through it together. All right, so let's quickly go through the syllabus. Please refer to the syllabus for all instructions. How much exams are worth, how much the discussion board is worth, points, the major due dates, like like in the syllabus, you can see due dates like the certification date. Remember, this is when I need you to participate in discussion board 1 by the certification date, December 11th. The last day to withdraw, it's the 4th of January. All the other due dates, the only major due date, remember, was January 5, right? So again, I'm Dr. Danish. I just go as Dr. D. I have a YouTube channel where you'll be doing a lot of your lecture learning. Dr. D explains stuff. I'll show you that YouTube channel in a little bit. To email me, this is the best way to reach me, is email me directly at sdanish@dallascollege.edu. Email me directly, and that's the best way to reach me. Again, welcome to Genetics 2416, section 82600. This is a Wintermester, starts Friday, December 8th, and ends January the 5th. And remember, all due dates, everything is due before midnight on January 5th. Even computer issues, any issues at all cannot be used as a valid excuse after that date. So don't wait until that night, to try your assignments. Okay. Next, you've got your credit hours. Everything is online, asynchronous. Let's hop ahead a little bit to required materials. You have, as long as you're part of Include Ed, you have access to the online e-textbook, Genetics Essentials 5th edition by Benjamin Pierce. I'll show you how to access the e-text as well as all the other assignments like online lecture homework and labs. Okay, here are all the assignments. There's only 2 exams. There's a midterm exam worth 250 points and a final exam worth 250 points. The midterm exam, it makes up the first half of the chapters, and the final exam makes up the last half of the chapters. I'll tell you what chapters are on the exam in a little bit, but the final exam is not cumulative. These exams are found on eCampus. I'll show you how to reach them in a minute. There's also homework covering the lecture materials, the chapters from the exams, the lecture. And there's discussion boards. Remember, the first discussion board is due December 11th, so make sure you do that. And there's 4 total discussion boards. The discussion boards are 12.5 points each for a total of 50 points. The homeworks, there are 15 homework assignments, 10 points each. Then there are labs, virtual labs. I'll show you how to access these. There's 8 of them at 25 points each for a total of 200 points. And then a disease presentation. You're going to put together a short PowerPoint disease presentation. You're going to pick a genetic disease and you're going to do a short presentation on it and turn that in. So all of this adds to 1,000 points. So how do you do well in the course? It's a points-based course. If you get 1,000 out of 1,000, you got an A+, right? So if you got 900 points out of 1,000, that's an A. If you get 800 points out of 1,000, that's a B. 700, C. 600, D. And anything less than a 600 would be an F, right? So it's a very, very straightforward points-based course. So make sure you get as many points as you can. And there's an extra credit art project as well that you can partake in. I'll show you that in a little bit as well. So here's the description of the graded work. Again, exams, there's a midterm and a final, okay? There are videos, which I'm going to show you. Here's a link to the lecture videos. Here's a link to the exam reviews. Here's a link to the YouTube channel. The exams are multiple choice and true false. I'll show you how to access the exams in a little bit. The exams have a 2-hour time limit. They only one attempt, and you have to do it in one sitting. All exams and all other material, as I mentioned before, is due before January 5th. Do not wait until the last minute, okay? So let's see. Oh, exams do require you to download a lockdown browser to do the exam, but you do not need a webcam, right? So no webcam, just the lockdown browser. And I'll show you where you can find those instructions in a minute. Lecture homework. We have lecture homework online on Achieve platform by Macmillan, and I'll show you how to access these homework. These homework have unlimited attempts. However, if you ask for a hint or to show you the answer, that's the way you can lose marks. So don't click hint or show answer. That's a way to lose marks. Okay, the genetic disease presentation, you know, like I said, you're going to pick a genetic disease that you're interested in. You're going to make a presentation on PowerPoint and you're going to upload that. I'll show you how to access that in a little bit. The virtual lab assignments, these are the online labs. Also through Achieve, I'm going to show you how to access these. These quizzes have unlimited attempts. However, for each attempt, there's a 5% point penalty. So try to do it right the first time, okay? These are your online labs. This is your labs. Okay, and then the discussion board, there's 4 discussion board topics, and you need to participate in all 4. The first one, remember, I want you to do it by when? That's right. That's right. My cats sometimes pop up to answer questions, and that's Wicket, my cat Wicket. So, yes, Wicket, it's December 11th. Okay, December 11th is the due date for the first discussion board, but there's 4 discussion boards. And to do well on the discussion boards, you have to first post your own thread, no one-liners, right? You have to be, talkative, and then respond to a fellow student's thread as well for full credit. Then there's extra credit art project where you can put together something that grabbed your interest or grasped your interest throughout the semester. You can draw that, you could label it, you could make it out of foam or clay or paper, take a picture of it, and upload it to the extra credit upload link. So you can get 10 points of extra credit for an upload. Okay, again, there's no attendance, but you must log on to eCampus by December 11th and do discussion board 1 by December 11th. And then everything is due by before midnight on January 5th. No exceptions, no extensions. All right, and that's about it for the syllabus. Now, let's go in and look at the actual eCampus site and look at how you can access all of these components. Okay, again, here's our course. Don't forget the content area is where you want to access. The content area has pretty much everything you need: the syllabus, the orientation video, the lecture PDF handouts, lecture videos, exam review videos, lecture homework, lab homework and assignments, the exams, discussion board, disease report guidelines, and the file upload link, extra credit art project guidelines, and the upload link. They're all here waiting for you. So let's go through it real quick. All right, underneath the syllabus and orientation video link, you have your lecture PDF handouts. These are your the handouts that you need to study to prepare for the exams, okay? These are the lecture material for the course. So you can click on those to view the PDFs. And to help you out with the material, you can also watch the lecture videos. Here's a link to the lecture video playlist on the YouTube channel. This is our YouTube channel, Dr. D Explains Stuff, and this is the playlist for all of the lecture materials. You got chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and all of these are, full-length lectures for the entire course. And if you go to the main YouTube channel, you can find other good resources as well. But let's head back to our eCampus shell, and you can see, again, you have your lecture PDF handouts, you have the lecture review, lecture videos, and then you have exam review videos. Check it out. Here you got exam, the midterm exam review, and then the final exam review. These are also videos from the YouTube channel. Next, you have lecture homework. This is where you go to access, achieve. This is where your textbook is, your ebook. This is how you get to that. Here's where you register for the Achieve homework. This is your Achieve site. Here are your lecture homework. See, Chapter 1 homework, Chapter 2 homework, Chapter 3 homework. This is the homework that you need to finish. Next link here, we have our lab work. Lab work is also part of Achieve, so once you've registered, you can access the lab work. Now look, Lab 1, Part 1, and Lab 1, Part 2, this material is found in the book, Chapter 2, okay? And then Lab 2, Part 1, this is part of Chapter 3. So once you've studied, for example, once you've studied Chapter 3 from the book, you could attempt Lab 2, right? And once you've studied Chapter 4 from the book, you could attempt Lab 3, because these topics will kind of go hand in hand with the book. All right, next link here on the left, exams. So remember, the exams require a lockdown browser, and here are the instructions to download the browser and use the browser. Remember, you need to follow these instructions to do the exams. And here's the exams. Check it out. Here you have the midterm exam, which covers chapters 1 through 9. Okay, chapters 1 through 9 is right here. And the final exam covers chapters 10 through 16 as well as 18. So you're skipping chapter 17. So again, when you're ready for the exams, download the lockdown browser and attempt the 2 exams, right? Next thing on here, discussion board. Here you've got the discussion board, topic 1, 2, 3, and 4. Don't forget, no one-liners. Be respectful to one another. Once you make a post, also respond to a fellow student's thread as well for full credit. Okay, what else do we have here? We have the disease report. Remember, you need to put together a genetic disease report, and here are the guidelines you need to follow to do the report, and here's where you can upload your presentation right here. Okay, what else? And then the last thing, the extra credit art project. The extra credit art project, these are the guidelines, and here's where you upload the image that you produce or the picture that you take of your art project. Okay, so that's it. I think that's a great overview of the eCampus shell. If you want to check your grades, you would click here under grades. Again, I'm going to make announcements, which you can check under announcements as well. The YouTube channel is there for you. Let me show you that. All right, here's the YouTube channel. Here you can see Dr. D Explains Stuff YouTube channel. We've got the full length 2416 genetics videos here. We have the exam review videos are found under this tab here. There's all kinds of other fun stuff in here, advice, instruments, hobbies, all kinds of things to check out here under the site as well. So again, welcome to the course. Make sure you pace yourself. Do not leave everything to the last day, because that firm due date of January 5th is set in stone. So make sure you're working hard throughout this Wintermester. I know it's not a lot of time. It's only 4 weeks, but you can do it. You just got to stick to it and work hard. Make sure you get something done every single day and work hard. And I'll keep you posted with announcements, and I'll be checking my email for your questions or comments. All right. So again, welcome to the course. Study hard. You can do it, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. A Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. A Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. A Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D. Dr. D, Dr. D, Dr. D.